let's talk about some GLP-1 maintenance dosing strategies that actually work. So I've literally treated thousands of people who've taken GLP-1s, but I will say there's not a lot of official information out there about what to do once you reach your goal weight. Keeping the weight off is always a concern for patients, but also doing that in a way that's sustainable and you don't feel miserable is the primary goal. So let's talk about what strategies actually work. First up, let's talk dosing. So it's not a one-size-fits-all strategy. So when GLP-1s were studied, most people were placed on the low dose, they got worked up to the highest dose, and then they stayed on the high dose. There was never a period in the study where they tried to titrate them back down or spread apart their doses. But I will say in real life that maintenance dosing strategies could look like several different things. One dosing strategy could be to take whatever dose you're doing really well at, let's just say maybe 10 milligrams of tirzepatide, and instead of doing that dose every 7 days, maybe you stretch that out to every 10 days. Another method might be to take whatever dose you're on, continue doing it every 7 days, and then slowly start stepping that dose back. Really, you're gonna know whether or not you're doing well based on your weight, your food noise, and overall how you feel. I've even heard of people taking their dose, splitting it in half, and doing a small dose twice a week to help with maintenance. I think ultimately the goal is to come off of GLP-1s, but I'm not sure that's realistic for everyone because obesity is a chronic disease, so is insulin resistance. So sometimes that chronic disease does need treated forever. Let's talk about a few strategies that even if you're on maintenance, you need to be prioritizing. All right, make sure you get that protein first. Shoot for 30 grams per meal. Okay, your fluid intake needs to be good because dehydration looks like hunger 9 times out of 10. Movement. So it doesn't have to be crazy. I mean, let's not use exercise. That's a dirty word for some people. But if you want your body to get to its new set point, then we have to do some form of movement. Walking after meals is a good way to start. And finally, keep on top of your labs because we want to make sure that the metabolic changes that were happening during GLP-1 therapy are continuing to happen. Some of these things like cholesterol and insulin resistance and things like that are not going to be so obvious in the way that you feel. So again, GLP-1s are more than weight loss. We're looking for better metabolic function. So stay on top of your labs, get with your provider about this. So I want to know down in the comment section, how long did it take you to reach your maintenance phase if you're on a GLP-1? I want you to go ahead and hit that save button over here and the follow button so that if you have not reached the maintenance phase, you will have this video to come back to once you do.